So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Good evening. Welcome to the Curling Alberta coverage of the 2023 Boston Pizza Cup. Our live stream tonight is provided by Curling Stadium. It's playoff time here at the River Cree Casino in Enoch, Alberta. The 1-2 game, Team Bottcher against Team Cree, Sheet C. Don Bartlett alongside Jeff Hofford here. Don, what do you think we're going to see tonight?
I think we're going to see action in the second and forward.
Yeah, based on that first stone sliding into the house, we might get a simple end to start off here.
I'm not sure if that was called in or cargo a little heavy.
So you see on the screen we have Team Cooey with Kevin Cooey, Tyler Tardy, Brad Thiessen, and Kark Martin. And then now showing Team Bottcher with Brendan Bottcher, Mark Kennedy, Brett Gallant, and Ben Hebert. So I don't think anyone's too surprised as to which two teams are playing in this game.
Yeah, this is what everybody's been anticipating and eager to see, I think.
Yeah, and you and I had the pleasure to call the B final last night, and Kevin Cooey stealing the win in the extra end, and a little bit of excitement in the 10th end with an unmeasured rock and the call being made for them to move into the extra and them eventually winning it. So I think they're happy to be here right now.
Early, little fresh.
Yeah, I felt bad for Team Jakes. They had played a great game and just missed the last rock as well. A couple inches, or they would have won that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the extra.
Line's good. Good, bud.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
So Brendan wants to get things going. He could have opted to put this in the house, but he decided to put up a corner guard.
Very good. Good, Benny.
Spot, Benny. Nice. I like that
16.
release. Yeah. Hey?
Team Bottcher has been the class of the field thus far. They're undefeated coming into this 1-2 page playoff game, or AB in the format that we're competing in here. And they haven't necessarily been challenged too much since entering this event. So they're rolling.
Yeah, it took them 2 or 3 ends to figure out sheet D and the A final, but once they figured it out, they rolled pretty good. So definitely Kevin wants to get stuff happening.
Shot.
On the season thus far, these two, new teams played each other twice. Team Bottcher with both coming out with the win in both of those games so far. Obviously some familiar faces, Kark Martin and Brad Thiessen, playing with Brendan Bottcher for many, many years before this season, going their separate ways.
Nice.
So the first come around.
Okay, top 12. Top 12.
A bit of room.
Whoa, whoa. Top 12.
Whoa.
Starting to come down now.
Got a curl. Got a curl. Where are you? Gotta go.
Top 12.
Hard bend. Hard bend.
Helping.
Hard bend.
Hard.
You got a good one.
Getting good.
Getting good.
Hard. Gotta go, Ben.
Keep going hard.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
Good scrub.
Great sweep in there. Nice finish by Ben Hebert.
That's in about the perfect
Chase
spot.
is good too. You can roll in, hey? I got a bit. Yeah. Like hack.
Those rocks aren't too far apart though, so likely run back made here.
Good one to run
We're
it.
chasing it.
Yeah. That's what
Hit and roll called.
Yeah. Not as slow as other games.
That was a 15-20.
It's quick to start.
It's good.
Tyler Tardy on the brush.
It's going to be real close to hitting that guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good weight, Brad. Okay.
Well, early advantage to Team Bottcher, splitting the rings.
Top 8.
Yeah, Team Bottcher is 100% so far, and
Agreed with everything you said.
a half miss
Trust it.
on both shots by the front end.
See the second for Team Bottcher, Brett Gallant. Being asked
Definitely
to
more.
Line's
throw
good.
a draw to the open
Top
side,
eight.
both the tee line.
Line's
Maybe a
good.
little above it.
Head
Keep
down,
your head up.
Kobe.
Easy.
Bit of room, bit of room.
Easy. Easy.
You'll see a lot of teams
Top
go
eight.
around that
Okay,
center
line's
guard,
good.
but I really like this
Almost
play.
4 foot.
Why go to the middle when you don't have to?
Completely agree. Spread things out.
14-7. Girl. Nice. You're all nice.
Still really well set up.
Very good, Brett. Very good.
4 perfect shots by Team Bottcher to start.
You're trying here, eh?
So they're probably looking for a little roll here. Get close to the tee line.
Oh, normal. Girl. Yes.
Right on the nose.
Just seeing that run nice and true. Nothing.
Yeah, and Bottcher's seen a couple times.
Easy.
It's not going. I like that.
Nose hit called right back from Team Bottcher. They'll keep this separated as long as they can. They're in a great spot right now with the hammer.
Yeah.
It would take a bold move from Team Cooey to try to use that center guard at this point.
Yeah, they'll hit till they can hopefully get one behind the center line, center rock. So often you see
Easy.
play to the side, and then all of a sudden
Clean.
it gravitates to the middle.
Clean.
Magnet there on the center line.
Clean. Easy. Whoa. Clean. 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 Clean.
Great shot.
Really good.
Can I throw control here? Yeah. Yeah.
A little less weight, encourage a little more curl. Go for the roll. He's got a lot of rings to roll to here, so you'd like to see this one, as you call it, go to the edge of the cliff, right, Don?
Yeah, take a chance. I mean, you're in trouble, so you might as well. You got 2 places to roll.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Should be very close, and there we go. We're at the middle already.
It's tough.
Yeah, well done. Maybe overrolled by half a rock, but really good shot.
The perfect spot is 1 rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if this is made, as Brendan mentioned, with the perfect roll, 1
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
over,
Pretty
it
fresh.
still groups those red stones, leaving an out for Team Cooey for a
Thinking
potential
12 and a
double
half.
to get out of this end. So
12,
excellent
3.
shot there by third Tyler Tardy.
3 and a little. Okay.
Get on the line.
Sounds good.
Clean.
Good.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Oh, curl.
Good hack.
Curl, curl, curl.
Gonna get a big roll here.
Hard botch.
Great shot, Mark.
Really good.
Good sleep, guys.
Call,
Yeah,
boss.
thanks. Good scrub.
That's really heads up
Double is probably
skip
more
play
important.
by Brandon.
So
We
if you
actually
make the
noticed
roll
the whole
perfect,
team was
that's
on the
pretty
same
good.
page there. They knew that the
Yeah, like
1
normal.
rock roll that was called wasn't happening, so they might as well get the best out of it. And
Yeah,
they
I
rolled
would
that to a
think
pretty
so
good
too.
spot. A double is available,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
it's
Whatever
more
way.
difficult
that.
than it would have been had they not all been on the same page and swept that to roll as far as they can.
So this is an out turn, and as we've been seeing all week and all year and all Cooey's career, an out turn hit is his bread and butter. This might be, Kevin might be the best out turn hitter in the game.
Yeah.
If he's not the best, he's top 3. I'll tell you that.
Oh, absolutely. Throwing just a little quieter, I think.
Yeah, just more accuracy on this one.
Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Great shot. And the roll. What a shot by Kevin Cooey.
Nice shot.
That was perfect. And a smart call. Just throw the control weight where you know you can use your brushing, and as we've seen over the last how many years with this front end, control the stone really well. That was excellent.
Okay. Play it this way.
So Kevin has shown already that he's ready to play. So now a 2, maybe even a 3. There's a steal possibility for Team Cooey.
Get the shooter out of there. Yep.
Now see how Brendan Bottcher responds to this. Anytime a skip, you're playing against a skip and he makes a great shot to start, you got to respond.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, close, curl, curl, curl.
Very close to this, very close. Oh,
Good
it's
ball, good shot. Really good.
gonna stick.
Well, the call for curl was there, just didn't quite come up enough. Leaves the Yellowstone in the house, so come around called here from Team Cooey. Set up the force.
Yeah, and if he can get it buried, Brendan's gonna have to draw full forward to get his 1.
Yeah. Yeah, exact same as that. 14.5 was the time.
Boys think it's a bit heavy.
Not heavy, but bit of room. That's pretty good. Bit of room.
This is definitely all there.
It's like almost through. But.
No, it's not almost through. It'll be back 8, back 12.
No, never, Brad. Never, Brad. Yeah.
Does the job. It could have been a little bit tougher for Bottcher, but all he needs is a piece of the 8-foot for his 1.
Yeah, it's good enough for the force, but as you mentioned, he could have put a little pressure on this shot had this been touching button. I think he could have been touching button and fully buried, making Brendan Bottcher's shot a lot harder. But this one seems pretty routine, but first end of the game.
That was a 13.6, so you're probably looking for a 14.5 right now.
14.5 should be just T-line.
I liked it.
Line's good.
What do you got?
Definitely not light.
Skipper liked it out of his
Line's
hand.
a little
That's a good
tighter.
sign.
Back 4.
Line's good. Line's good.
Back 4.
It's definitely all there.
Back 4.
Line's good.
This should be back 4,
Line's good
maybe
for this.
back 8.
Line's good for this.
Back 8.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
Good watch. Good shot. Good one.
So after 1, Brendan Bottcher 1, Kevin Cooey nothing.
Good end. 14 on that.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Doesn't matter if you're just learning how to play.
Or competing at the top level of the game.
We'll go for fun.
And gold line gear?
This is for everyone.
These shoes are more comfortable than ever.
These are stable.
These make me slide straight.
These make me slide fast.
The new impact head maximizes performance.
And can we talk about grip zone technology?
Because it's on the brooms and the gloves.
Beginner or pro, they got something for you.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Brier Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
Welcome back to second end action of the 1-2 game here at the River Cree Casino in Enoch, Alberta. It's 1-0 for Team Bottcher. Just a terrific shot on Kevin Cooey's first. Get them out of a little trouble. Make the double and roll right behind cover, turning that end completely around.
Both leads have made their shots perfect so far. Brendan wants a guard
Stop.
here, tight guard. This has got a chance of being in.
If we're in, just make sure we're all the way in.
Top 12 still.
Okay, just make sure we're all the way in.
Yeah, let's start.
Okay,
Good.
yeah, like this.
So a bit of a theme at the end of the first
never
end
get
there.
forced with that.
Kevin Cooey's second rock sliding a bit deep, and then
Love
Brendan's draw for one came down right
Either
to
one
it.
I'm good with.
We had a 13-6 and a 14 on those two stones, so maybe the ice is a little faster than the players feel that it is. And that one there from Ben slid a bit deep too, so something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been a whole bunch of sweeping in practice because Bottcher has the hammer, so they didn't have to draw
Good
for
control.
the flat. So every rock thrown
Good
now
weight.
was
Weight
cleaning
to
the ice
go.
up quite a bit.
Control. Little down. A little down.
Yeah, that's a good point when you get into the playoffs. By virtue of being the number one seed, Team Bottcher received the hammer, so the practice was a bit different. So
Board.
obviously the surface itself isn't quite as dusted up as it would have been.
We gotta try as close as we can and
Yeah, we noticed on the other sheet that the draws were a second
Yep, whatever you like.
quicker.
Kind of wait.
So 14 and a half on our sheet, 15 and a half on their sheet, because they were sweeping quite a bit to
There's a bit of curl here, right?
get the ice quick, and they had to draw for the button. Every rock in a path early in the game speeds it up about half a second. And then
Right,
it'll
good.
reach its
Four.
peak and then
Yep.
usually slow down a little bit
Hard,
later on.
hard.
You can help him. Hard.
Gotta go, Ben. Gotta go.
Ben Hebert on this one right away.
Hard.
Got it. Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going.
Good
Keep
scrub.
going. Keep going. Great sweep.
Oh, great sweeping there.
Great scrub.
Saved one for a second. Good sweep. Picked him up right away.
Probably a double. I think nose
Shooter's
double.
in a great spot too, right on the
Easy
center
run if he
line.
makes a good one.
Good with that too.
Okay.
Look for quiet weight. You always want to save the shooter when you have the hammer. Because if you roll out, Bottcher will just go up and peel the guard.
Left-handed offering from Brad Thiessen. Two lefties on this team, Cooey.
Yeah, 3 lefties on the sheet. That's, you don't see that very often.
Hard, 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 hard. Great shot, Brad. Beauty. Good.
Very nice.
Pretty good. Didn't roll in the rings, but
Oh, yeah.
rolled to the
Great shot, though.
correct side. 2 corner guards now.
I still think this is probably the shot, though.
Double's quite makeable. Just given the
Little low.
proximity of
space?
those two stones,
Heel.
but
How much space?
Oh,
Lot-
they're
lot
only
deep.
this far apart.
4 feet maybe, 3.
Get it on the
Can't
line.
tell.
Three quarters. kinda?
3/4.
the bonus here would be to roll this to somewhere close to the center line.
Hard. Hard, hard. Whoa.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
They don't like this one.
No, you're good. Hey, Brett. That's fine.
Never quite got to the broom there. A little snug all the way.
Okay. Same thing. Deliver more?
A little more weight.
Quite a few half shots already in this game.
Close. Close.
A little bit of nerves for these guys.
Yes. Yes.
Pretty good roll.
Okay, Brad. Shot. Good.
Yeah, it overrolled a little bit, but it rolled, so it's in a different spot. Things are still away from that center line where Team Bottcher would want them.
Yeah, one hit and roll out, and around they go. Even if they hit this on the nose, they have a chance to freeze to it if they want, or put it in a spot where it might jam.
Yeah, they can get around that corner and still be shot.
Clean. 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 Curl. Curl. Clean. 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 We're good.
See what they elect to do.
Hit and roll.
No mistake, yeah. You talk about the nerves in this game. The all-important trip to the final is on the line. These two teams do have a second chance. It's a good opportunity to bring up our 3-4 game that's happening right next door on Sheet B. Team Aaron Sluchinski against Team Karsten Sturmay. The winner of that goes on to play the loser of our game, and the loser of the Sluchinski-Sturmay team is done.
Control.
So there might be a few more nerves over there. Their ride's over if they lose.
Yeah, it's the game you don't want to be in for sure. You want to be in that 1-2 game.
I think it's worth mentioning that these 4 teams in the playoffs were our top 4 ranked teams in the province coming into the event. So no surprises making their way into the playoffs this year.
I'll try to give everybody an update on percentages. I'll do that every 3 ends. I'm keeping percentages myself here and see how the boys do.
Clean. Yep, easy. Yep. Hard, Brett. Whoa. Clean. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. We're good, we're good, we're good. Little bit.
Yeah, good shot.
Really good shot. Little roll in there.
I just threw.
What this does is it forces Team Cree to make a decision. They could potentially freeze to that, or they could just try to go straight back off their guard and get rid of it and move on to the next end. Looks like that's the call. They could try to roll in with this as well. It'd be kind of a 2-for-1 shot.
Not a whole bunch of weight.
Yep. Weight's good.
Heavy boards probably.
Whoa. Curl. Straight. Straight.
Hard. Very close. Very nice shot. Tyler's definitely come to play, I'll tell you.
It's somewhat of a key matchup in this game. The Mark Kennedy, Tyler Tardy matchup. It's the swing point in lots of ends, that third position.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat Mark Kennedy ever, so you have to come to play if you're Tyler Tardy.
Yeah, I remember playing one of the greatest curlers of all time, Don Walchuk. We played against Wayne Madaw quite a bit back in the day, and Graham McCarroll was the third. And Don knew he had to curl 95, not 90. He had to curl 95 to keep up with Graham, and almost every time he did.
Quiet weight hit here from Brendan Bottcher.
It's good. Curl. Gotta curl, Danny. Gotta curl the stay. Gotta curl the stay. Gotta curl the stay.
Oh, that's going to roll out.
Watch the throw. Or we draw.
So now you got an option. You go around it, or peel it and blank the end.
I know the draw better.
If you go around it, you're giving Team Bottcher the opportunity to freeze it out, and then you're forced. So they're talking about splitting that rock. It looks like it's close enough to the house to split it. What do you think, Don?
Oh yeah, for sure. You'd have to
Give you a good read on that.
play the out turn,
You can force
give it a little bit of a
yourself to draw.
spin across the
Hard to
face.
force yourself with the split.
So I think the split's being called. He's playing the in turn at it.
No, they've got lots of ice. I think they're going to go around now. They changed their mind.
Okay.
They've got
okay.
edge of 4.
Yeah, this has to be in a really good spot. It can't be anywhere too deep that gives Team Bottcher the opportunity to freeze it out and put the force on.
Nice.
We are in a box on the side of the sheet here, so a lot of times we can't see where the broom's being put. We have to look at the monitor, and sometimes the monitor is not showing what's going on. So
we have the same view the fans do at home.
Bit of room early.
heavy and wide.
Line's getting better. Okay. Line's good. Weight's not bad.
Definitely coming down. This is not heavy now.
Line of hair.
Should be close.
Line of hair. Straight. Hard as far as you can.
Really busting off the center
Hard
line.
as far as you can. As far as you can. Go, 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 go.
Sweet. Shot. Beauty.
Great shot there by Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, that's about one of those perfect spots where you can put it and the freeze isn't there.
A
So
little high.
I was thinking a little high.
Okay. Just
Brendan
off
doesn't
center.
think
Yeah.
twice. He's going to make the double on these two stones.
Yeah, there's two ways you can play this.
A little high. Should be nice.
If you play the one side, you can actually roll into the rings and make the shot.
Run right where you throw it.
Yeah.
Big shot here. This could be the first deuce if he misses this one.
Hard.
Yep. Gotta go, Zed. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Oh, bad miss there. Brendan has missed a couple of shots already.
Yeah, that one over curled by about a quarter of a rock, and it was right out of his hand. Slid a bit snug. Easiest draw for two you'll find. Anywhere painted.
Funny how that end changed around there. Just a couple of half shots by the third and skip, and all of a sudden it's a deuce.
That's it.
Line's good.
This is fine.
15.
15-2 I got on that one.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 points for Team Cooey. 2-1 lead heading into the third end.
You get a time on that? 15.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
Our third end here has just begun at the 2023 Boston Pizza Cup, Alberta Provincial Men's Championship. 2-1 lead from Kevin Cooey. And I would say that it was the 40% end from Brendan Bottcher that led for the deuce there for Team Cooey.
Yeah, they weren't in much trouble, and then Brendan rolled out on his first one and then missed the run back. So Kevin Cooey has come to play so far, I'll tell you that.
Well,
so was Tyler.
It's a big game. We expect Kevin Cooey to show up in these big games. We've seen it so many times.
Yeah. Tight. Tight.
But it's a long game. That's what
tight.
Always have to remind yourself. You just start
Coming
off a little off the first couple of ends. There's still 8 ends to play.
Tight. Shot.
So the setup so far in this end, we saw Kark Martin's first draw, slide to the back 4, a little heavy. Corner guard goes up, and then nice center guard that made there by Kark. So
line's good.
Not heavy.
Line's good.
Good opportunity for Ben to lock one on here.
Little tight.
And if he locks one on,
Line's
then
close.
Tim Cooey will try to lock one on.
Yep.
come down to who has the better angles at that point.
Close.
Back 4.
Yep.
Small bounce.
Keep on.
Little bounce here.
Keep on. Okay. Good scrub. 14-5.
Good job. That's good speed here.
Switching turns here. Brad Thiessen throwing his out turn, being asked to freeze his stone right on top of that red stone at the back of the button.
Kark's yelling light,
Line's
but
good.
I think it's pretty close.
Okay, line's good.
We're right to it. Yeah.
I think they agree with you, Don.
Little bit for line.
15-3.
For line.
Well done.
Very nice.
An intern freeze, I think. Tell them if you like. You ever like the out box? To get to the same spot?
If
Nose release. Red speed's good.
So I don't think they want to move this right now. I think they just want to get across the face of that yellow stone covering the button, set up an angle on it.
You saw Brett change the turn there. Sometimes you feel comfortable with the shot. You're seeing the shot, and then the skip gives you another shot and
line's good.
could throw you off.
Back
So
4. T-line back 4.
Okay, line's
Brendan's
good.
deferred to the second. He's the guy that's throwing it.
Yeah, the best shot to call is the one your guy's going to make. If Brett feels more comfortable with that turn, it's probably a good move to let him throw it.
Easy.
Yep.
He's definitely got bounce weight.
Real hard.
Hard.
Keep going.
Curled more than they expected.
Is the hair more right?
It sounded almost like they had lost the line at the end. They still got a little tap on that. It didn't work out perfectly, but
So that's a little early indication that the center is still a little fresh.
Same? Okay.
yeah, after that one's break point, it certainly took a move. And it was, I think it fooled the players. It was more than they expected to see, so I'm sure the adjustment will be made.
Good. Less.
Okay.
Very similar shot to Brad's last one coming here.
For line. For line, if anything. For line. Straight. Just straight.
Actually, they got to go.
Straight.
They got to go to get this one there. Should be close.
Good shots, Brad.
Pretty good.
Very nice
Two good
shots.
ones there from the second. Brad Thiessen.
little low. Try and run it into this one. Yeah.
This is what will happen if you're not happy with what's in the rings, you blast back the center guard.
Yeah, things aren't looking good for Team Bottcher. Brendan knows that he has to bail, get out of this, move on. Try to make things a little better for himself.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Should be close. Oh, missed call that one.
I don't know who shot, but it doesn't matter.
No.
I think they thought they had that.
Yeah.
You heard Brendan call clean. 3/4 of the way down. That's usually a sign that it's made, but.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, guard for sure. Okay.
Air on Carver.
Yeah.
Love it.
So decision here for Team Cooey. What do you like here, Don? You like throwing up the guard again?
Here, Tyler.
How'd this curl for you?
You're looking good in the rings.
Bad. Yeah, like pretty good.
Guard is a very good call. If you go into the rings, you're bringing the play into the rings, and that's advantageous to you when the other team has the hammer. There's a corner guard that I don't think is going to come into play.
Yeah, a little late.
Yeah, I think there's a reason that Team Bottcher ran that center guard in last time. They didn't like what was going on in the house.
Line's good.
So you don't really want to disturb that.
Do we need to curl?
This is definitely a guard. Got to get to the center line. It should be there.
Good shot.
Perfect.
Exactly like Kevin asked for. Bite the center. Really good teamwork right now for Team Cooey.
Pick the one that's
hit as much of it as you can see.
Of the top one? Or the back one?
The back one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're shot after I make this.
Yeah, you mentioned the teamwork, just how Team Cooey looks tonight. It's a much more Team Cooey-like team than we saw last night. Not that they were bad, but they just weren't this polished. And today they just seem, like you mentioned, really ready to play, firing on all cylinders.
And I think in an end or two, you'll see Team Bottcher flip a switch and realize it. That's the thing about curling, or any sport really. If your opponent is playing really good and outplaying you, you've got to turn your switch to catch up to them.
Yeah, you kind of realize that this is what I have to do tonight to compete, and then adjust.
Sometimes your A game's not enough.
Yep.
You got to go A plus.
Hard, Brad, hard, hard, hard.
Oh boy.
Not where they wanted to hit that. They were
hit the
hoping to
wrong
hit the rock that was on the button, over curl.
Not sure what they were calling.
I think he wants us to chuck it in so he can whip one down. Good Christmas
Boy, they can
tree.
freeze right on top now. If they
Center line, top 8.
That's a pretty tragic result if you're a Team Bottcher fan. Kevin's mulling the options, but all of them are pretty good.
Mark's probably got a third quarter.
Less from Mark's half. Oh yeah, thin quarter. Probably thick quarter.
First thought was like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, there's a couple really good spots that can put this rock inside the house. As you mentioned, freeze to your own. That's sitting on the tee line. You could also freeze to the rock in the top 4, setting up a good angle for yourself.
Right. Right to it then. Top 4. Yeah.
You're seeing Tyler, I've noticed this week, becoming a little bit more involved with the calling of the game.
3, 4, 5, or 6.
You can tell he's getting more comfortable with Kevin, and earlier in the year he was just deferring to Kevin, whatever Kevin said.
I love that, Kev.
Oh yeah.
But now he's getting comfortable, and your role as a third is to help your skip.
Yeah, and I think that's completely understandable coming from just such a decorated junior career, and then coming into this type of space where you're playing with one of the legends of the game. I can see how you'd be apprehensive at first, but it looks like comfort levels increased, and now he's making a difference. There's no question Tyler knows how to contribute, so it's just about voicing what he sees. Yeah, he is doing that, so good on him.
Bouncing a hair. Bouncing a hair. Whoa! Bouncing a hair. Yep.
That's good.
Excellent shot again by Tyler.
It may have just overcurled a tiny bit on them.
Either that or this one a
You can
little
still
low.
see
Little low into there.
as much as they probably need to see of that rock that's
Better go with the run back.
on the left side as we
this
look at
one?
the house, but this is a bit of a safer call here.
Well,
I
he
think
was
what
thinking of
what
a
Brennan's trying to do
double
now
on
is
the
just give
house
himself
and
a
then
little bit of
but
space.
I think you got to play the run back. Or low on the run back. This is the shot.
Yeah, you've got to get rid of the two yellow ones that are top four and full four, just biting the button there.
Is that right in the middle?
Yeah.
Just a hair low, I think, that we're looking at. No, it's Mark's out turns.
Whoa.
Or
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
hair high.
Curl.
Very close.
Great shot.
Beautiful shot.
Really good result. Yeah, really
Very
good
Mark.
shot.
Very good.
Needed that shot, or this could have been a quick game.
Yeah,
Probably
it,
set that now, eh?
Team Cooey still has the advantage right now, but at least
Gonna probably play something
those two
soft.
problem rocks in the top of the four, as you mentioned, are a little out of the way. I think he made that close to as good as he could have.
Our own? I'd rather just draw. Yeah.
Yeah. You can even just nose it.
Yeah. Silent.
Yeah, if you can nose this with back 8 kind of weight,
I'd almost like
I think
back
if we
12.
cross,
think back 8 on the nose.
You don't think if we do this, you're just tapping it back?
So we're at skip stones in this end, Don. Do you think that Team
four.
Cooey's thinking about forcing still, or they're going to try to steal at this
Oh, no,
point?
this
Things are
is
so good
hard to
that
get rid of that
this is
unless
full
we
steel
do it.
mole.
I think so too. I think how can you put yourself in the best situation to come away with some points?
You don't get an opportunity like this against Team Bottcher very often, and when you do, you got to pounce.
Yeah, agreed.
I think we kind of have to, yeah.
Yeah, you give me like hack, solid hack.
So he's trying to lie 4 here.
They want to leave their shooter in a good spot here. Right to the nose, maybe a hair low on that T-line stone, I think is ideal. Just enough to push the red stone to the back 12 is fine.
Yeah, I don't know if you even need hack. I mean, you're hitting 2 rocks with quiet weight, so you need a bit of weight. Weight doesn't transfer very good onto 2 rocks. It's a little heavy, I think.
Foot hack. Curl. Rod. Hard. Gotta go.
This is way out there.
Got that one
Gotta
back
go,
quite a
Brad.
bit on release.
Hard to it. Go.
Great sweep.
And a pound heavy, too. That was definitely bored.
So things are looking better if you're a Team Bottcher fan now. There's a little more space for them to score. It's not looking as much like a steal as it was before. A little quiet weight tap, roll underneath the center.
All of a sudden, a 2 might be in play.
That's right, yeah.
Finish late.
I think so.
And you need this every now and then from your
Yeah.
skip. Get a skip stoose.
Well, that's the first rock from Kevin Cooey that
And
hasn't
roll a
been
rock
perfect
low.
tonight.
Okay. So wait. Back
He's
12.
allowed one.
Don't think I can throw it too hard or we're not going to get enough finish.
Yeah, the roll is the big thing. Where that rock ends up doesn't matter. It's just you have to get the roll here. And then you'll see Kevin run in that yellow one top 8.
You think that's a little...
Back 12, I do.
Can you give me a little more?
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Big shot here. 3rd in, Brendan Bottcher.
Good.
Clean. Weight's fine. Yep, weight's perfect. Whoa.
Definitely lots of weight here.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Curl. Has to curl.
Well, it's going to be a little high.
Get this across the face.
Okay, how about
Sorry, guys.
Well, the good news is those 2 yellows at the back of the 8-foot are jam possibilities.
Exactly. That's why you leave rocks around when you don't have much going on.
That's right. That worked out pretty good, really.
Half is fine.
I think we'll see
To get it over the yellow? No.
this one from Kevin Cooey thrown quite hard if he's trying to bounce it off the back yellow just to make sure that even if he clips more of it than he wants, it's still going to leave town.
So by playing that shot there, Brendan Bottcher has given himself a draw to the 4-foot.
Yeah, and if you would have asked him 2 shots ago if he was going to have a draw to the 4-foot, he'd be super happy with that.
Yeah, that was all Mark Kennedy. They were in a pile of grief.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're one of the best teams in the world. Every position, they're solid. They're not playing like that right now, but...
I think you called it, Don. They will at some point in this game.
They know they have to pick up their game.
Whoa! Lead! Whoa! Curl, 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 curl.
Beauty.
So Brendan just has a draw to the 4-foot now with backing, so a much easier shot than about 4 rocks ago.
More than that. Okay, yep.
So what kind of speed do you think we're looking for here? About a 15?
15 with sweeping.
High 14?
14 and a half, they should... I mean, they can use the backing too, but you got to be careful. You don't want to throw it too hard, and then it'll run.
He's not icing for the backing, he's icing for the button, so...
Yeah. You got to be careful. You don't set this too much. You're wrecking that corner guard. You might run.
I liked it.
It's to be thrown pretty well.
Weight is definitely there. No chance about this one being light.
Back 8, back 12.
Yeah, okay.
14. Yeah, Brendan's definitely using the backing here.
Back 4, back 8.
Seems like he's on it there.
Good sweep, though.
Skipper saves the day on that one.
1 point for Team Bottcher. It's a 2-2 tie going into the 4th end.
Okay, so I'll try to...
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
Welcome back. 4th end action of our 1-2 page playoff game. And Kevin Cooey has successfully, as they say, flipped the scoreboard, starting without hammer. He had a force in the first, took his 2 in the second, and forced in the third. So now it's tied, and Team Cooey has the hammer in the 4th end.
Okay.
In our third end, Team Bottcher was in a world of trouble going into third stones, and Mark Kennedy made it a really good run back to make some space, and saw a half shot from Kevin Cooey, first time he's done that this game, and Brendan was able to successfully draw the 4-foot with some backing for his 1 point. To start this end out, we have play to the middle. Center guard went up, come around, and then the freeze successfully made by Ben Hebert.
I love it.
Another freeze to add to the stack.
Yeah, that's those two. Top 12, top 8. Top 8, top 8. That's the lowest you can have. Okay. Just shy of it. Top 12. Just shy. Curl. Keep going. Keep going hard.
Not bad.
So would have liked that one to curl a little more. Went a little straighter than they may have thought. You can see pretty much all of it. See what Brendan elects to do here. I think he's eyeing up if he can make both yellows leave town.
It's hard
with
not to lose this one.
I think that's the issue,
Like,
yeah.
I think you're either playing just a heavy draw, or we're playing this one with normal. Okay, which of those do you like?
So percentages so far, Carrick Martin off to a bit of a slow start at 80. Brad Thiessen at 90.
Okay.
Tyler Tardy at 100. And Kevin Cooey at 87. Team Bottcher, Ben Hebert is at 97. Brett Gallant, 87. Mark Kennedy, 87. And a slow start for Brendan. He's at 70 right now. But he made 2 great shots last end.
Yeah, there's a couple of keys there that stick out to me. Obviously the 100% from Tyler Tardy. When your third's playing 100, your shots at skip get a little easier.
Got a curl. Back 4.
So he's having an unbelievable game. Brendan at 70 now. He did have 140% end, so I see that coming up for the rest of the game.
Line's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember playing with
Very good, Brett.
Kevin Martin and Pat Ryan, and both of them said that, you know, the game doesn't start till the 8th end, really. As long as you're close, have the hammer play an 8 with a tie game or up 1, you got control of the game. We call it doing the dance early. You get 2, I get 1, I get 2, you get 1, and you're figuring out the ice, you're figuring out the rocks, and then the last 3 ends is where you put your pedal to the metal.
Yeah, and like you said, by then you have the ice figured out. You know you have good stones in your hand. You know what to do with the ones that aren't so good. And it's game on.
No.
The key is to get control of the game by that point. This one's a little wide. Despite Carrick's best efforts, it doesn't come over far enough. That stagger at the top of the house is really beneficial to Team Bottcher right now. I suspect that'll be addressed as soon as possible from Team Cooey.
Line's good. I didn't get all that. T-line. Bit of room. A little wider. Room. We can wait. We're T-line. Okay. Got a curl. Big. Where are you? Gotta go. T-line. Gotta go, Ben. Come on, Ben. Hard, Ben. Hard. Hard.
Just hanging out there a little bit. They're trying to finish it up now.
Hard.
Bad.
Really good result. It's undercover. Maybe a little showing, but again, that's 2 rocks in a row doing the same thing. We saw Brad's rock under curl. It was also a little heavy, but it was way out there, and then followed
we talked about.
by Brett doing the same thing.
Sure. But I was thinking to plant it, but I like that. And we got 3 rocks right in the front there. You don't like planting it, eh? Yeah. Sure. You don't like planting it, eh? Roll it over.
Not going to be very good when you roll your shooter to here.
And don't roll there.
I'm an off it all day.
Okay.
But then it'd be open a bit maybe. But
I'm just thinking the red's open for an in-off then.
I like this.
Be up here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, love it. I like it.
They're very similar.
Hack? Yep.
So a hack waiter here for Brad.
Yeah, they're quietly addressing that stagger in the middle, which is, I think Kevin likes all the yellows that are in the house right now to try to use those later. They're compiling quite a few.
He's one that's top 4 right now. He doesn't want to lose that if he can.
Yeah, I think that's the key.
This is very close to the guard. Oh, nice sweeping to get it by. Very good effort. Kept all the yellows in play. Now you control the top too as well. Brendan's got to be careful now.
That's probably the best Team Cooey rock on the sheet, is that one in the top 12 right now.
Yeah.
Because you could look at this and say, well, Team Bottcher's sitting on the button, they're buried, they could just draw another one on top of it, really good situation. But that yellow stone at the top of the 12 could come straight back quite easily, so got to be pretty careful.
Yeah, and the 2 red rocks are a nose hit away from being both gone.
Yeah, and as we talked about, there's a lot of yellow accumulating in the house right now for the team with hammer. That's a scary situation. When we know the 2 guys about to both throw it so hard, they can make a lot of granite move very quickly.
So Brendan's trying to get 3 reds in there because he knows that yellow one's coming back sooner or later.
I don't hate Bottcher's freeze, but it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, your options here: freeze your red one on the P in Boston Pizza, tap the red onto the yellow on the left there, or guard.
If they decide to throw the guard, it does force Team Cooey to address the guard. They'll have to try to make room to get in there.
I don't hate your shot. Mix up the angles a little bit and. Yep.
There's going to be such a wall here for that one coming back, right?
And somewhere not good.
I think the freeze probably has the most risk of the options right now.
Yeah, some more upside, but also if you don't make it,
I have a hard time
could be a huge end for yellow.
Hate to say it. Well, get it
with risk comes reward. So the call is made. The freeze.
Like the guard, because then he freezes one in there.
He freezes one in there. Bumps a little wise too, and we're.
Good explanation there from Mark as to why the guard had a little risk. They could have come around it, bumped the rock that's currently shot stone, and left Team Cooey sitting 2, which is a good point.
Top 4, Mark. Top 4.
So we're a little wider for the draw here.
A little light. Big boost, guys. Big boost. Easy. Top 8.
Line's good. Easy.
This should slide pretty good because there hasn't been much out here.
We saw Mark mention big boost. That'll make the break point later as well. So got to be careful not to hit that one too early.
It's a 15. It's got to curl a bit. That's a pretty good effort. First shot way wide like that.
Good.
Definitely helps the angles a lot. If that yellow is sent back now, there's 2 jams that happen from those reds in the 4-foot.
Heavy board. I love board, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a good call by Bottcher to get another one in there. Too many yellow rocks hanging around in good position.
Yeah, and it actually ended up on the right side of that shot stone.
Yeah, okay.
Crossing the face may have would have been a lot worse. Could have went through that hole.
Yeah.
So they'll try to send the yellow straight back, but the theme I'm noticing with Team Cooey is they're using the quiet way to move stones around a lot in this game.
Yeah, and you want to keep this rock in play too. That's why he's playing board. This shooter stays on the center line. They still control the middle.
Yeah, it's really well thought out, well done, and it's patient.
Weight is close. too bad. Got shot rock out of it.
It's not bad.
And the more important thing, you kept your yellow rock right on the center line.
Yeah, I think that's the key there is where that ended up.
For future damage.
This, the downside to how that ended up is it did leave this opportunity to almost secure the force at this point, because that scoring zone is so small. With those red, there's enough red stones there. It's going to be really difficult for Team Kui to get rid of all of them. And their opportunity or their space to get 2 points is so small now. Assuming this shot is made.
This looks like the same weight or maybe a hair more to me. Sliding good. Second rock in the same path. It'll be quicker. 15-4. Should be close. It's great weight, great sweeping weight.
Need this one to finish.
Just couldn't quite get enough finish, but
Exact same shot.
Yeah, I think the same shot Team Kui has.
Same shot and we're lying too. He's flirting with $1 million.
Kevin knows that there's a downside.
It does dead jam in the back four, but it's behind the yellow that's shot stone, so a lot of good, but there's still two Brendan Bottcher stones yet to come that can change things.
We're lying too. Kind of have to be. But if we overcurl, it overcurls bad.
I'd love to make him freeze against 3 or 4.
Yeah, you can get rid of 2 reds here.
Is there a good freeze in there right now, Don, where you could place one to run one in later?
Yeah, you'd have to get to the inside though, and Mark had a tough time getting to the inside. There's not the big finish right now.
How was my weight on that?
And it's an out turn from the left hack, which both thirds are left-handed, so potentially a little tougher to do. Exact same shot he just threw.
Here more.
A little more weight.
Yep. Tighter. Hard. Oh. Yes. Whoa.
Very close.
Whoa. Street. Yep. Street.
Oh, they lost it a bit there. Just the last 3 or 4 feet.
I think there might be a double there now on the 2 yellows. It's pretty thick, but
come off the red even.
Yeah, exactly.
Not great.
Just tick it, but you're going to kill one of your reds though.
You
don't want
are.
that. Freeze is probably the call here.
Yeah. Again, you're and there's no run back anymore, so freeze that out. They'll have a really hard time getting a second point in there.
You're almost getting it better coming this way than you are off this one, unless you hit it a little thick, right, and get it to there. But then he's.
Yeah.
You could tap it out in line 3.
I think the shot's just a tap. Well, if I hit it a little thin and it stays there, it's not great.
Yeah, there's that the red double there is
knows it with hack.
Mickey Mouse right now, so you got to be careful. This rock has to stay in play.
Well, and it may be a triple at that point to sit. Well, it'd be 3 at that point from the rocks we can't see.
The key on the tap is actually getting to the nose and leaving him shot. Even if you leave him shot. Yeah. Like if you get a piece buried. I know what you guys are worried about. If you do something like this, it's not great.
If you make the tap and he makes this double, then have that one coming in.
We're in a little bit of trouble.
Whatever
Make the double here? Probably. Well, it's close, Botch. It's close to here.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Half rock?
Yeah.
Intern?
Yep.
I think the best thing about the double is you're removing 2 of those yellow stones, and
you'll stay in front of the tee line too.
Yeah, I personally like this call. I think it has as much upside as the tap if made perfectly. And as they mentioned, the downside of the tap, if you didn't curl enough, which we've seen a few rocks down that path do, and you just bounced it and chapped it open, it gets really bad. So
anytime you're having a crack at a half rock double, you're licking your lips.
Yeah, Brendan will be close.
Whoa! Yes!
Great shot by Brendan Bottcher there.
Made it even better than he called. They talked about clipping that other rock in the side forefoot, but he did it just perfect.
Now all of a sudden they're lying 4 or 5.
I think it's 5,
yeah. Wow, did that ever change around? Tyler missed his last one and opened up the world for Brendan.
Yeah, I think that discussion Team Bottcher had was really important. They went through the options, and as a group, they decided what the best one was. And I think that gave Brendan a lot of confidence going down and throwing that. That was his gut from the beginning, and everybody bought in, and he went and made it perfect. So much experience on this Team Bottcher that they're not going to make the wrong call very often, but at the end of the day, Brendan has to buy into it and be the one he wants to throw, and I think that was the case there.
I like that.
And that was an in-turn too. As good as Kevin Cooey is with his out-turn, Brendan Bottcher is equally as good with his in-turn.
So a little tap and stay on the face here, I think. Create a nice basket of reds behind this yellow that's about to be thrown.
Yeah, I like it. Like hack down, yeah.
You could get the roll on this too if it overcurls a bit.
Just hack. Yeah. Just hack. Just hack. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Just hack. Whoa. Yep. Hack. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Shot. Go. Nice.
Very nice shot.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're not sitting shot rock, but that wasn't the point. That rock's impossible to remove now.
Coming off that yellow.
So they have to get in the way.
Coming off that yellow.
Funny as it is, if you hit that right in the crotch, that might spin out of the house going top of the house.
Yeah.
Coming off. They're gone.
Because the cross house doubles there for 2 off of his own yellow, as Mark's mentioning there.
If he's throwing this,
So the guard isn't really an option. They don't want to leave him that.
A little thin.
Give me another shot if we don't guard.
I don't see one. I was trying to think of another way to get in there without making it even easier.
You could play the intern.
You could draw just
right
to sit
there,
top button. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. It's a very small dime to draw to, but that does take that away.
Sets up the double though if you go a little bit off, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That cross house double is not a gimme. So I think this isn't silly,
We were
but
taking here and practice for one getting a little more curl than that too.
Yeah, but go based on my draw. Like my draw is getting to here. Okay. I think you take all like that. Yeah. Like that?
is the angle on that top yellow there, Don?
Sure.
Pardon me?
Is that angle on the top yellow with the out turn running that into the other yellow for 2? Yeah, Mark's looking at it.
Yeah, oh definitely.
Top 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got 2 shots for 2 right now. Nose hit on the yellow, sitting between those 2 reds. In off.
It's hard to see the angle of that in off. It must be there.
Well, I think you're going to get into the path. Yes, a little bit quicker.
Oh boy, this is a hair warm, I think.
Short. Line's good.
Whoa.
Clean. Short. Line's good.
Halfway.
Has to curl a little. Has to curl. Just short of the rings. Clean. Almost biting. Clean. Clean. Line's good. Line's good. Clean
Almost
it.
biting.
Just clean, guys.
Biting.
A little bit, Brett.
Biting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good.
Whoa.
Good judge. Good call. Good. Really good.
Great judge. Yeah.
Exactly where they wanted it. Yeah, well done. They ushered that down perfectly.
Making it this way. I assume he's throwing it.
So the slash on the red potentially for to score their 1 point.
Perfect.
Yeah, that cross house double's certainly there. This
could be a quad for 3.
It could
When
be
you see you're missing it.
on if he elected to throw it the
I
red.
think it's just, yeah. Like whatever you see. Yeah. The doubles them out. Oh, sorry.
Well, get your popcorn ready. This could be a highlight reel.
Quad is definitely there for 3. He's happy to get 1 right now, I think, but...
Yeah, but if the bonus is 4, I think the shot's worth throwing. Out-turn missile. Kevin Cooey, last rock of the 4th end.
And it's an out-turn. I'd be very worried if I was on the ice right now. Our Team Bottcher's team.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Should be very close.
Great try, Kevin.
Good enough for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called the one he was going to make. That's 1 point for Team Cooey through 4 ends. 3-2 lead. Cooey over Bottcher.
You're a sticker, eh? Millimeter.
Anyone can be scared to try something new.
But moving outside of your comfort zone
can open new possibilities.
And having the courage to change something
doesn't change who you are.
So why try something new?
To innovate, to create a legacy,
to make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Go get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Welcome back to our 1-2 playoff game. Page playoff game between Team Brendan Bottcher and Team Kevin Cooey. We saw a 4th end there littered with stones and a slash double made by Kevin Cooey for his 1 point. Team Bottcher had Team Cooey in a bit of trouble there, Don. What do you think? What do you think about that? Do you think the switch has been flipped, or?
Oh, I think so. They know that their B- game is not going to win this game today. So they brought their A game that in. They were almost 100% as a team. Team Cooey was probably in the 65-70% range.
Well, and it may be important to note, but that was Tyler Tardy's first not 100% shot of the game, was his second there. And it was the same shot he had just previously thrown, so interesting. Usually players of this caliber, when they're asked to throw the exact same shot twice in a row, it's a gimme. And for a guy throwing 100% up to that point, kind of surprising he didn't make that one.
I threw mine.
Yeah, same shot twice for a guy shooting 100. You put a large amount of money that he's going to make it again.
Yeah, I liked his chances. But here we are, 5th end of play. Team Bottcher has the hammer back, down 1.
Ben has a chance to hit and roll behind the corner now. This is a big shot.
Yep. Hard, Brett, hard. Right to it. Whoa. We're good. We'll roll. Very good, Ben.
Makes the hit, not quite roll. Didn't quite roll far enough, but...
Yeah.
Hit and roll back to the center here.
Hair solid. Hair solid. Whoa. Board.
So we've seen a series of 4 out of 5 shots there, close to being perfect, but my scorekeeping will be very close to what the players actually shoot. My experience playing at a bunch of Briers and slams,
Easy board. Hard.
the numbers will be 3 to 6% high. So any number you see on TV, they're pretty kind to the curlers. Well, there's a half miss.
Okay. Bit of a mistake. Over curled by a fair margin. I think the call was to roll to that corner guard, so not sure what happened to that one for Brett, but gives Team Cooey the opportunity to walk up and take care of this corner guard.
Yeah, I might get lucky.
I like Peel.
An update on our 3-4 game right now. It's 3-1 for Team Slaczynski over Team Sturmey. It was a 3-0 lead to start that, with a score of 2 in the first, a steal of 1 in the, a blank in the first, a score of 2 in the second, a steal of 1 in the third, and then Team Sturmey got on the board in the fourth end. 3-1.
Oh.
Close.
So now Brennan will play for the blank.
Clean.
Bank a little time, regroup.
You won't see Brendan having to worry about time too often.
Good toss.
No, he's a quick decision maker, definitely. This is a good chance to thank a few sponsors. We have wonderful sponsors here that made this event possible. Our title sponsor is Boston Pizza. For over 50 years, Boston Pizza has a proud history of participating and giving back to the communities in which we live and operate our restaurants. Boston Pizza understands the value of being involved in the community. Boston Pizza is honored to be involved and support the community where it needs it the most. They know the strength that is required the community to host events such as Boston Pizza Cup. Thanks to the host committee and fans for having the same passion for curling that they do. Be sure to stop at your local Boston Pizza and enjoy the specials that they have on now.
Clean.
Longtime sponsor of the men's provincial.
Yeah, and I'm a loyal Boston Pizza user. I love their Great White North pizzas.
I'm a brute guy. It's a delicious sandwich.
That was my go-to when I was a kid. I loved the Boston Brute.
Yes! Hard!
Uh-oh. No, they're okay.
Sweet. Good call, Tyler. He forgot about it, eh?
Yeah, Boston Pizza is our title sponsor. We also want to thank Original 16, Best Western, Sentinel Storage, and Bel Air Direct as major sponsors for this event as well. These types of events certainly don't happen without major sponsor support, so big thanks to those companies.
Oh, and the curlers appreciate it too.
Good toss, Mark.
Thanks.
Team Bottcher has really good sponsorship. In large part to Ben Hebert. When I played way back in the olden days, your sponsors basically covered your expenses, and we made more money. We made more money than the players are making now. But now the sponsor money these players are getting it's high 6 figures. So it's changed that way.
Yeah, it's a skill set that the players need to have, the fundraising capability. They need to be able to sell themselves and their team to the sponsors, because they do actually give quite a bit of exposure with TV time and all of that. So I think, as you mentioned, I think Ben's quite good at that. He's good at going out and fundraising for all of the teams he's been on in the past.
15-3.
And this streaming stuff, like this is new to an old guy like me, but I think this is definitely the future. Sponsors can get on here as well. Lots of exposure.
Well, and access to watching curling as a fan has never been easier. You can go on YouTube or other streaming platforms at like Curling Stadium, like the one we're on. They're just doing a wonderful job providing curling in so many events. You can watch 4 or 5 events every weekend, it seems, from the tour, and these provincial coverages we've seen across the country have been outstanding.
Clean.
Straightforward end continues.
Hard. Drop watch.
Good throw, bud.
And a blank goes up on the board. We're on to the 6th end, 3-2. Kevin Cooey over Brendan Bottcher.
That's all right. Get hard and soft for crap.
Welcome back to the River Cree Casino in Enoch, Alberta. We have our 1-2 AB Page playoff game going on between Team Bottcher and Team Cooey. Donnie, it's been an interesting start to this game. It's a 3-2 lead for Team Cooey. What do you think the keys to the second half of this game for Team Bottcher are going to be?
Just play like they've been playing the last couple ends. I mean, as an athlete, like I was saying earlier, like if a team's giving you their A+ game, you got to match it, because if you don't, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose quick. So Bottcher's team has gone from a B-, and now they found their A+ game. So I expect a lot of good shots on both teams going forward.
Yeah, we've seen a strong team, Kevin Cooey, and in particular Tyler Tardy at the third position. I really do want to keep keeping an eye on that matchup at third. The two lefties, Mark Kennedy and Tyler Tardy. I think that might be the swing point in this game. If Tyler can keep up his play in the high 90s, which I think that's where he's at, he'll be tough to match. But Mark's done his level best in the last few ends here, matching it. Either way, it's going to be fun to watch the finish here. That's for sure.
Carrick's been heavy pretty well all game with his first rock. Back four a couple of times. I think the first end he was supposed to send up a center guard and he put it in the rings. Hasn't got it dialed in yet, but I'm sure he will.
Line's a little pretty tight. We're a little snug. Real tight.
He's made his second one almost every end, so he gets it dialed in by that one. It could be a little bit of a speedy rock. I assume he would have picked up on that by now, though.
Okay, 16. Yeah. That's good judge, guys.
Good one. Good.
Corner guard goes up. I think we'll see game on here in the sixth end.
Ben has definitely come to play. High 90s.
I think we've grown accustomed to seeing Ben up there in the high 90s, and in particular when it matters most. He's a gamer.
It's good.
Top 8. Top 8. Top 8, top 4. Top 8. Top 8, top 12. Yeah. Coming off, Kev. Top 8, top 12. Top 8. Top. Right in. Okay.
Line back button is where you want to be.
Freeze called here.
Put it on the line button.
Ben Hebert's second to the sixth end.
A little bit of room.
Real close.
Line's good.
T-line. Weight's good.
So an update from our 3-4 game. It was a 2 steal from Team Sturmey in the fifth end. That game is now knotted at 3 in the sixth end. So from a 3-0 to now a 3-3 tie.
Hard to stop now. Hard to stop. Hard to stop.
I was talking to Team Bottcher in the dressing room during the fifth end break, and they were saying that this is the best sheet they played on yet.
Good shot.
That's great news. When the conditions are better, the game's better.
I like that.
And two teams as world class as this, that's what you want. The surface to be good enough that they can make every shot on the sheet.
It may be heavy, but yeah.
Weight's good. T.
Bumping a rock. Bumping a rock. Yep. Hard. Straight.
This is tight. Oh, they mismanaged that one for sure.
Didn't anticipate that break. That fooled him again.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Seen that a couple times on Brad's Rocks this game. Just finishes a little more. Opportunity here now to make camp in the forefoot for Team Bottcher early in this end.
Here's like that ice for hack.
I like to hear more, Botch.
Yeah, they can roll behind that yellow room that's top 12 there. Use it as a corner guard.
Easy hack.
Just hack.
Clean.
Or
Clean.
right in front of the roll.
Just hack.
Mark on this one. Mark Kennedy early on this one.
Hard. Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Whoa.
This should be perfect the way they called it.
That's
very
a
nice.
well-managed stone. They knew they had to hit that a little early to keep it out there, and swept it long enough until it hits break, and then off of it, let it finish, make the perfect roll. That's in a great spot. There's the run back jams on that back yellow. There's a chance you can get rid of it, but the back one's likely not to go. So
I like getting rid of that back yellow. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Cart. I like getting rid of the back yellow card.
Key on this shot is to keep your shooter.
Can you just hit what you see? I don't like that.
It seems unnecessarily hard.
I think you only get one of them, but.
And you're still only getting one anyway, yeah.
That back yellow, Kark's first rock of the end is not in a good spot. Losing that is two Team Cooey's advantage right now.
We got to run it.
Still early in the end. They can set themselves up much better by making that run.
Yeah. I thought they were like touching. No, they're.
I agree with this call.
Big shot here for Brad. Team Cooey definitely in trouble early. It's way out there. Oh, pretty good. But 2 Bottcher rocks remain in the rings.
They would have loved if that red left town there. That's
We're 3.
just didn't come up enough. Got out there early, a little wide, and couldn't get it to come up. Now we have a nose hit to sit 3, quite separated. The saving grace is that yellow rock at the top of the 12-foot, but
yeah, that was the big thing, to keep that rock in play, because that keeps your hopes alive for a steal later on, or running it back. But definitely better than it was.
We got heavy
We're
hat.
still going to be facing 3 here right away.
Certainly advantage Bottcher. Right on the nose here from Brett would be good.
Clean up.
Great shot.
Maybe roll in even. Yeah, well done.
I got 3/4. He could see all of it. Really thin. Okay. I don't mind that. What? I don't mind that.
Team Bottcher has made their last 9 shots perfect.
The switch has firmly been flipped. You called it, Don. For a team this good, they don't stay rusty for long.
Run nose might get them both.
They had all day yesterday off. Maybe that was where the rust came from. But
yeah, and I remember when I played with Kevin, if we had a day and a half off, and the other team put it in the rings, we would hit it just to get your sea legs back, right? Make it an easy first end. You don't want to be junking it up too much and you're not sharp yet.
Yep. So he's trying this double. It's very thin. Just hit a whisker of it. That was extremely difficult.
Wow. The trouble continues. Could hit that top yellow one and all of a sudden there's no guard.
You know, we always say that's better than it was afterwards. I think that one ended up worse than it was. Just to give this Team Bottcher the opportunity to remove that stone that may have been, as you mentioned, the saving grace.
Hack. Board.
I was thinking board. Board a little better. You guys
what turn you like? What turn?
I actually don't mind rolling this all the way over and not under cover here. You wouldn't want to leave 2 rocks that a hit and roll can be made on that rock in the back 4-foot underneath cover. Be better, I think, better to roll this all the way over and leave it exposed so you could run it into any yellow stone that a hit and roll is made on later.
It's good. Clean.
Easy.
Clean. Wait, perfect. Close. Well, clean.
Close.
Yep. Brad, hard.
Ooh, just by. Great sweeping again.
And even better, yeah. You just didn't want to leave that undercover where a hit and roll could be made, so that's a really good shot. Played that a little closer than they wanted to potentially, but
yeah.
Team Bottcher's had 4 or 5 really good sweeps this game. And talking about sweeping, Brad and Kark, 2 of the best in the world. Team Cooey.
Yeah, it's hard to find front ends better than the 2 going at it here.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Nice double there by Tyler. Good bounce back.
Sweet. Yeah. Top 4 depth, guys.
come around called here on the corner.
35-ish? 35-40.
Could still see
Just
more
a hair
than
more, I
two
think,
here,
just-
but
yeah.
that last shot certainly helped Team Cooey.
Yeah, that yellow rock is still a potential danger for Bottcher.
That's right. Left that in a great spot.
Line's good. We're a little tight.
It's a little light.
Line's good. Whoa,
Top
easy,
12.
easy. Easy.
Top 12.
Easy. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Curl. Curl.
Come on, Brett.
Curl.
Come on, Brett. Get her lost in there. Go, 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 go,
We
go.
can add this to the list of really good sweeps in this game. Great spot. Perfect spot.
Yeah.
Given the scoreboard, you almost have to hit this if you're Team Cooey.
Oh, yeah.
You almost have to just concede your two, move on.
The only way that Team Bottcher's not going to score two here is if they make a mistake. This is the best two you could ever hope for.
Yeah, absolutely.
9-10 feet of separation between your two rocks.
I think if you're Team Bottcher, it's probably too risky to try for more anyways right now. There's the option to try to go around that corner again or do something like that, but they can take it all away by trying to be too bold. They might be happy getting their two here. What do you think, Don?
Definitely. It's a sixth end. You're going to score a deuce and an even end. That's a
shot.
Huge advantage for Team Bottcher. They would have taken that before this end started. If you had offered, hey, you want two here before we start, they would definitely have taken it.
That's right. They're thinking about it. They could play a freeze on that Yellowstone too if they wanted to at the back of the house.
Long, hard roll for him.
I don't think they want to try anything on the right side of the sheet as we're looking at it, but no, they're just going to play it.
This will run pretty straight.
Take the safe two. I think this is the right thing to do, personally.
A little bit. Okay, give me edge then. Yeah. Just easy.
I mean, even if you roll it out here, good chance you're going to score two. Kevin would play the run back.
I like his chances on that. He'd throw the out turn.
Yeah.
Oh, he called board. Yeah.
Port shot here for Brendan.
Yep. Easy. Yep. Hard, buddy. Hard, Ben. You gotta really go.
Gotta go. This is curling.
Right out of his hand.
Gotta go.
Ben's holding it.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
And another great sweep.
Okay. Good sweep, guys. Good sweep.
But now, the only bad news is Kevin freezes to that one. The end is over.
There's upside to where that went because now 3 is in play if this freeze isn't made or if Kevin's next shot here isn't made. But it brings the force into play, where if that was nose, the force wouldn't have been an option really, because the roll would be very long.
Probably more key.
But what choice does Team Cooey have now but to play the freeze? They could play the run back, I guess.
No, freeze is definitely the call here.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't match, but
so yeah, you are line 2 buried, but
as long as they're back to it.
They're back 8. They freeze to this one, the end's over. You're going to be forced to 1.
But full marks to Ben Hebert on that sweep, though. Out of his hand, that was likely going to over curl, and he swept it so well that it stayed in the house. That's a Herculean sweep.
I think that's close.
So we're looking fairly close to a 15 here.
Good speed.
Although this is edge of 8. Bottcher was taken middle of 12, and it was 15 in 0.3.
14.7. Yeah, same as yeah.
So Brad likes 14.7. This will slow down because you're going to be running into the middle, about top of the rings.
Not bad, hey?
This looks all there right now.
Nope. Weight's good. Give it.
Definitely not light. Definitely not light.
Gonna have to curl.
This is the spot we saw on the fourth end that runs pretty straight and fast through here.
This is fast. This is heavy. Gar's really going to have to finish this. He's really going to have to finish this.
Looks
pretty
like
good.
Easily there for 2.
Yeah,
he can get as much to the inside and make it for 3, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely there for 3.
Yeah.
That 8's not going to kick very far with hack.
You need hack weight.
Yeah, it's going to touch the back red, but I don't know how far that's going to move it if he gets a couple inches low on that.
We hit it right on the nose with hack. I think we're getting 2. Anything low is
big to score here. You cannot miss this shot. You have to score here.
I think it's a really smart way to play this, and it's nice for Brendan to say that out loud. That if we hit it on the nose, we're still okay. We're getting our 2, but let's try as much as we can to get the extra point, because it's there. They're taking away the one side of the fairway, which is the hanging it high and giving up the 1 steal.
And it will finish from the top of the house to the rock. You'll get a lot of finish here. They should be able to finish it with the sweepers.
That look good?
As long as his weight's close, he'll be close here.
Yeah.
You're a little further back. I think it looks perfect.
Yeah. Good point by Brett there. It is back of the rings, so you're going to get a lot more curl house in.
Brendan Bottcher for 2, potentially 3 points.
Weight's good. Clean, yep. Hair heavy. Hard. Hair heavy. Hard.
Called early.
Ben.
He's on the hard. No, he's high. Is it 2 or 3? It's 3.
What a line call there by Mark Kennedy. Seeing that early. Great throw by Brendan Bottcher. 3 points on the board. It is now 5-3 going into the 7th end.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Doesn't matter if you're just learning how to play.
Or competing at the top level of the game.
We all go for fun.
And gold line gear?
This is for everyone.
These shoes are more comfortable than ever.
These are stable.
These make me slide straight.
These make me slide fast.
The new impact head maximizes performance.
And can we talk about grip zone technology?
Because it's on the brooms and the gloves.
Beginner or pro, they got something for you.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Brier Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
What a 6th end we just saw there. A field goal by Team Bottcher to go up 5-3 on Team Cooey. And we talked about it right before the break that I mentioned the line call from Mark Kennedy. I think that's so important to talk about how he anticipated the amount of curl that was going to be in that shot. A lightweight hit like that, if you don't get on that early, you're going to lose it. And then it's going to over curl by a mile. So he hit that one very early. They swept it like crazy. As soon as they were by, they called the curl and made that perfectly for 3 points. And that's a game changer here. It's a 2-point lead now going into that 7th end. A 1-point lead would be fine if he just got his 2. But that extra point's gonna loom large later on in this game. So this time we saw Ben Hebert's first rock of the end. Slide a little deep to the back four. Corner guard goes up by Team Cooey, and top 8 by Ben Hebert, and we're off.
Boy, great job, huh? Good judge.
It's not a great setup. I go around. Yeah, love that. Love it.
So a come around or potential second corner guard called here. They want it really high. The depth of that first corner guard might be a little too high to bury this somewhere in the house that couldn't be chased. Looking for something else to get in the way.
Just shy of the ring. Top 12, tight. Just shy. Right. Don't want to. Tight. Perfect. Shot.
Wide open.
Well done. Good end by Karek Martin. 2 really nice corner guards. So the goal of this shot here by Brett Gallant is to choke off those corner guards. You can't remove them given the 5-rock rule.
Good.
So he wants this to be somewhere in the top of the house in the way.
Top 12. Tight guards. Good.
Keep your head up and sliding good. Top 12, bite the 8 depth. Line's good.
Line's good.
Top 12, weight's good.
Hold on.
Weight's
Hold
good.
on. Line's good. Line's good.
Over curling if anything.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha. Pretty good.
You're good. You're good. Just let it die in here.
Whoa.
So a bit of a mistake. That over curled a little bit. They'd have liked that a little closer to the center line to choke off those corners, but it's a bit tougher of a come around now.
Okay. Okay.
Good with this. Line. Should be nice speed.
Brad Thiessen with the out-turn come-around attempt.
Back 4.
Back 4. Back 4. Just for line. Back 4. Just for line.
No, no, no. Back 8. No. Back 12. Good shot. And we're shot.
Hung around in the back 12. Slid a little further than called, but it's buried and it's in the house.
So, update on the percentages. After 6 ends,
I got a 14.
Karek Martin at 81, Brad Thiessen at 83, Tyler Tardy 88, and Kevin Cooey 92. Team Bottcher, Ben Hebert is at 97. Brett Gallant, 87. Mark Kennedy, 93. And Brendan Bottcher, 83. So Brendan's come up 13 in the last 3 ends. That's a big jump.
Yeah, there's a few things that stand out there. Ben's excellent game, and Karek's, for a lead 80-81 would be considered a mediocre at best performance to this point. So I think that's putting Team Bottcher in the advantage right from the get-go. And then that matchup at third. Last time Tyler was at 100. And now what is he at, Don?
He's at 88 now, so he's come down a bit.
And Mark's at 93?
Good too.
Yes.
So the second half of this game so far, Mark's had the better of young Tyler. So
still lots of game to go, but definitely advantage Team Bottcher. 2 up.
Yeah, love that.
So lots of red in the house for Team Bottcher, but those aren't necessarily helping them to this point.
Hey.
Where those are in the house isn't perfect.
No, there's really only one that's in a decent spot.
So
this is how the 3 was set up last end. Karek Martin going back 4.
There's lots to play with here for Team Cooey, so this is curling.
Just gets it by. kills their back one though. Rolls a bit too far.
Hey, Brad.
Seemed to just be curling a little early there. I don't know if it was maybe a little snug or he was a hair soft with the release.
I think you're trying to hit it just a little low. If this one kicked out a little, it'd be good. Give me easy.
Yeah, where that rock in the back four is not helping Team Bottcher. So if they can move that, that's ideal.
Clean. Easy. Clean, yep. Clean.
Weight's not light.
Clean.
Should be close.
Clean.
Weight's good and clean. That's always a good sign.
Curl.
Roll in front. That's a really nice shot.
That rock in the back of the house isn't as bad anymore now that there's one right on top of it on the tee line. So
yeah, Mark's making it good.
Nose is a possibility here to leave the Yellowstone frozen. So that's what Kevin Cooey's calling of Tyler Tardy right now. Sit right on the face of that. Stay frozen.
Yeah, and then you'll see Team Bottcher blast it out. And then things will be starting to look a little bit better for Team Cooey.
Do you
this
think
one has to be made first?
Do you think there's a perfect nose freeze that can't be removed, Don, with these rocks in these live houses?
No. I played 16 years with Kevin Martin, and then in the 16 years that I played with Kevin, he missed 5 that were completely frozen, 100% nose on nose. 5, and 4 of them were flashes. So I mean, he got them all out. If he made contact, he got them out.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably a third.
Hit this one nice and thin, and the shooter and 2 stones should leave the house.
Hard.
Good sweep, Brad.
Easy pickings.
Good scrub, Brad.
How's the speed? I don't think I've thrown a draw in a while. Like it. Okay.
Nice. So come around called here around this situation over here on the right side of the screen as we look at it. Tyler just mentioned he hasn't thrown a draw in a while, so let's see how good his guess is.
It's a little warm right now.
Should be a bit quicker to the wing here too after it crosses center. It's going to stay out of that slide path.
Good.
So
Back 8, back 12.
I wouldn't say back 12.
It's coming down.
Mine will be good.
it's not bad.
Nice. Came down a bit.
Good shot.
Fully buried.
Over buried.
That's a 14.5 untouched. He's good.
14.4, yeah, I got on that one. Anytime you have a team
That one came down a little bit, hey?
going around a corner guard playing a freeze when they're up a bunch, it's not a comfortable thing.
I'd like to see just a
A
little
lot
more
of threes are generated by the other team throwing a bit heavy, chapping off, and then you go in again. So this is a big shot for Brendan here.
Yeah, the good news is for Team Bottcher is skip stones. If this was earlier in the end, it'd be a little more nerve-wracking.
Line's good. A little bit for line. Line's good.
Let's go a little.
Go ahead. No bounce.
The weight should be good. The weight should be good.
Line. Go bounce. Stay close, Benny. I want to keep it high.
Little heavy. Little heavy.
Walk it on. Line's
Little
first
heavy.
bounce. Line's perfect. Little bit.
Perfect shot. Great shot by Brendan.
You can't walk that one down any better. That was, again, just if you want a lesson in how to play front end, how to call line, how to sweep rocks, I think we're getting it tonight, and it's from both teams.
Okay.
We haven't highlighted Team Cooey as much, but both teams they're ushering rocks down the sheet so well, and the communication is really clear, really concise. Everybody knows where it's supposed to go for one, and then where they're actually going to put it.
Maybe, but yeah, I don't know.
Don, you got to appreciate good front end play, hey?
Love to see it. Spent a lot of years. I tried skipping for about 4 years.
You can.
And I realized I couldn't draw. So ding, ding, ding.
Might as well play lead.
Well,
Play lead. Play anything other than skip, because if you can't draw a skip, you're going nowhere. So I was lucky enough to play with 3 of the best ever. I played with Pat Ryan, Randy Furby, and Kevin Martin.
Not too many have a better resume than you, my friend.
Whoa, girl, 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 close, girl, 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 whoa, girl, girl. Yep.
Great shot here by Kevin Cooey. He needed this.
Shot.
Looks like that might be mostly open, so removable by Team Bottcher, but heck of an effort. Yeah, that's wide open. So
wide open. Well, as good as you could do, though.
Yeah,
but we
really.
just can't unlock anything. You don't touch the 7, I think we're good. So, whatever weight you want.
Probably board then.
Board on the nose.
There's nothing there for 2, even if he noses it. I
can
don't
roll
think
a
so.
little bit.
Yeah, we can't hit the red and move the yellow.
The red and yellow are almost dead frozen. So
Nose it.
as long as he doesn't change the angle of those 2 stones at the back, it should just be a draw for 1.
I don't know if you can read off that, but I don't want to read off that. I like that block.
Another important shot here for Brendan. Make this shot. Force Cooey to 1 in an odd end. You're up 1, playing 8 with the hammer. Definitely in the driver's seat.
Clean. Board weight. Clean, yep. Hard, Benny, you gotta go. Gotta go.
Gotta go hard here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Whoa.
Oh, did it roll too far? It did, but not much they can do with it.
It's a force nonetheless. That great sweep, and you notice Brett switching his angle, so the angle of his brush is actually promoting that rock to stay straight. Making shots for the skipper. At the end of the day, it's a draw for 1 here for Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, the sweeping is so important now. If you look at all the top, probably the top 10 men's and women's teams in the world, they all have really good sweeping.
Yeah,
and in the men's game, you have giants. Like, just look at Team Italy. Like, you know, they went from being a nothing country to all of a sudden a powerhouse in Joel Returnez. And it had a lot to do with the 2 guys that they have in front end.
Well, they're second in the world right now.
Line's good.
Won a slam this year. It's outstanding what they've been doing.
Sweeping is so important.
Close.
And a big reason Brendan Bottcher won the Brier was these 2 sweeping right now.
That's right.
They're going hard. They got to go hard here. They got to go hard here.
Hard, go.
Looks like just enough. That's 1 point for Team Cooey.
Great sweeping.
5-4, headed into the 8th end. 3 ends to go in our 1-2 playoff.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
Off the line.
Welcome back to the 8th end of our Page 1-2 AB playoff here at the 2023 Boston Pizza Cup, the River Cree Casino in Enoch, Alberta. It's a 5-4 lead for Team Bottcher with Hammer in this 8th end, so it's almost a must-steal situation here for Team Cooey.
Yes, either steal or a blank, I guess. But steal would be huge. If you get a steal here, all of a sudden it's a wide open game again. Right now, Bottcher's in full control.
I guess they could go force blank 3 for the win. We've seen a team like Team Cooey, and we've seen them in particular score some 3s for wins over the last year. So
yeah, Kevin's not worried at all being down 2 with, but playing against a team like Bottcher is going to be tough.
Yeah, not in.
So you see Kark's first one just a little off the center line, and again here on his second one.
Really close. Yeah.
So Brendan could take those if he wanted, but he chose to play a more defensive or more aggressive style here in this end.
Well, and with the offset of those 2 guards, a double peel is made far easier than it would be if they were lined up. So could be in his decision making.
By great sweeping. Should be right to it.
Very good sweep, Brett. Good sweep. Nice.
Again, great sweeping by Team Bottcher. It's a clinic today.
So Don, I was asked by Team Bottcher to recognize your influence on him this year, as you've been. I know you were Brendan's coach for a couple of years. You've still been involved with these guys a little bit.
Yeah, whenever Paul Webster's your coach this year, and whenever Paul can't make a weekend, I'll go down to Calgary and help the boys out at the Glencoe, or here in Edmonton at the Saville Center. And both sites have laser technology, and it really helps.
Yeah, that's great to have that continuity as the coach. I know your and Brendan relationship is super strong, so it's nice to see you guys are continuing that on. And not in the exact same capacity, but it's nice to see that you've been able to still make an impact.
I'm good with either.
Yeah, and we play cards together with our significant others, and we have a lot of fun. Boys against the girls all the time, and it's pretty close actually. I can't say that the boys dominate because the girls hand it to us a lot of times. And I'd like to say a shout out to my sweetheart Tana Martin. An early Valentine's hello. I know she's watching tonight.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, what a shot. Wow.
Absolutely perfect. Brett Gallant. Hard to do better than that. He's smiling. He likes that one.
Unbelievable shot. It's off the charts, the degree of difficulty of that shot.
Millimeter high fender.
No guards in play now. 2 Bottcher stones in the middle. Couldn't ask for much better.
Solid.
I'm actually going to give that one a 6 out of 5. That's just unbelievable.
Yeah, some shots are worth an extra point, and that's certainly one of them. Those are game winners sometimes. They're early in ends, but this end would look a whole lot different if Brett didn't just make that shot.
Well, Bottcher happy with a blank here now.
Well, sure.
They'll go semi-hard for their deuce, but just keep getting rid of the yellow rocks, and it's either a deuce or a blank.
There's not a whole lot Team Cooey can do about it either.
Good board. Good board. Good board. Watch the weight.
So quick update from our 3-4 game. It's now 6-3 for Team Slachinski. They took a 2 point in the 6th end and 1 point in 7, steal of 1, so now it's 6-3 in that game. They're also in their 8th end of play. Winner of that game will go on to face the loser of our feature game here in the semifinal. And the winner of our game goes on to the final.
Hard! Hard!
Beauty.
Really nice shot
double
there
there.
from Tyler Tardy. Makes the double.
I'll throw this. Peel? Yeah. A little less.
Blank this one away and move on, looks like.
Still lots of action left, though. 5 rock rule. Carr can get 2 on the center line. Got ourselves a ball game.
Good sweep.
So both teams realize that this is probably going to be a blank.
Normal.
Well, right from the miraculous shot made by Brett Gallant, this was going to be a blank from that point, unless it turned into a 2 point from a mistake from Team Cooey, because there was really nothing they could do at that point. They couldn't put up more guards; they'd be easily removed.
Yeah, great double by Tyler Tardy. Gives them a chance coming home.
Yeah.
Team Cooey stole last night's game, the extra end. That was a great game, man, oh man.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said it in the opening, but just a great, really well-played game by Team Ryan Jakes. They played really well. They weren't intimidated by the big stage and playing against an experienced team like Team Cooey. And they played good enough to win that game.
Yeah, that team definitely has a future.
Normal.
Absolutely.
Care more than you. Girl.
Got great coaching with Rob Krebs, and going forward, I like their chances. The unfortunate part is, though, they live in Alberta.
Good.
Yeah, it takes a while if your name's not Kevin Martin, Kevin Cooey, or Brendan Bottcher to win the provincial championship.
It's not 15-3 anymore. It's 14-8.
I'm just looking in front of me. There's a list. It goes back to 2010, and it only lists those 3 names. I don't have anything before that. Don, you might be able to shed some light on that, but
Okay, line's really good.
Yeah, the 2 decades before that, there's a few of my names on there.
Line's really good.
But nothing since 2006.
15-3. Make it for him. Make it for him. No come around here. No come around. No come around. Okay. Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
Pull my way here.
Control. Girl. Girl. Sweet. Whoa. Hang her on.
Oh, big mistake there. Free blank.
And this one's going to sail through the house. That's a blank on the board. We'll go into the 9th end. Team Bottcher with a 5-4 lead over Team Cooey. 2 ends to play.
Good.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
I missed a shot. I made the wrong call.
I didn't sweep hard enough.
We let you down.
At least that's what they say.
Like they want us to quit.
But that's not who we are.
That's not what champions do. Champions fight back.
Champions rise again.
Champions are resilient.
And make no mistake,
we are champions.
Gold Line, the choice of champions.
Shot to win, and he missed it.
Welcome back to ninth end action here. Team Brendan Bottcher against Team Kevin Cooey. It's a 5-4 lead for Team Bottcher, and they do have the hammer here in our ninth end of play. It was a very back and forth game up to this point. I think the end to note is the sixth end, where Brendan Bottcher's team was able to crack a 3.
Max,
and change the complexity of this game in their favor.
14-3. Right on the button.
Curl and go, curl and go, curl and go. Yep. 4, back 8. Okay, battle plate.
So Ben Hebert's first rock of the end slides deep to the back 8 foot. There's a theme for the leads in this game, Don. It's certainly that first rock sliding a little deep. Kark and Ben have both been guilty of it more than once.
Yeah, back 8, back 12 is not the worst, but you don't want to be back 4.
No, exactly. That's why they were sweeping that last one. Make sure it doesn't settle there. But 2 good ones from Kark in this end, double centers.
Yeah, very nice. Both on the line, too. So now they can't be ticked. Kark will have to play 2 more like that, probably.
Still got there.
Well, it depends on what happens this end.
Okay, top 4.
Line's good. Room.
Top 8, top 4.
Line's good.
We're still max here, guys. We're button. Not quite.
Great.
Full 4.
Line's great. Doesn't need to curl. Line's good. 14-8.
Right off.
Great recovery by Ben there.
Yeah, excellent shot. Right behind cover. Top 4.
14.
So the freeze call here from Brad Thiessen. Out turn for him. Right on top of this slight angle. Picking him up right away here like it's light.
This is definitely light. Light and tight.
Not the best combo.
You don't want to set up a quarter rock double here. And that's exactly what he's done.
Okay. Guys.
So Brendan will get rid of the top one first.
That's the wise move. There's no need to do anything more.
Same thing, we just missed.
Yeah, they have to guard that.
We need to split those at some point, eh? Could freeze back. Think about it. I was almost thinking the split now.
So Team Cooey has tons of time in this game. They have 8 minutes and 20 seconds left, and they're actually ahead of Team Bottcher time-wise. Not a traditional Team Cooey move, but...
We can go talk about it.
Oh, just wait.
You think it'll come down in the end still? It did yesterday. What was it? He had 8 seconds left at the end of last night's game when he threw his last one.
I bet you he's down to a minute or less.
I think he was playing for a fourth.
Come to throw his last 2 again.
Well, maybe there's something to be said about using all of the time you're given. What do you like here, Don?
I think
well, you got to go high guard or tap those around, because right now it's an easy double.
Yeah, I think guard the left stone as we're looking at it, at least for one more rock, but if you bring this into the house, chances are you're playing the rest of the end in the house.
Yeah,
might be a little
guards.
early for that.
You need guards, that's for sure.
I agree.
But are they going in, or are they...
Looks like the freeze is called.
So Brad was 16-3 on his first one. I don't care how good you are, you're not getting that one to the 4-foot.
So if they're freezing the back one here, they need about a 14 and a half, 14?
14 and a half will be close. This has definitely got some heat on it. I don't think that's min, that's max, I think. No, actually, it's coming down.
Caught the curl.
Line's good. Line's good.
Great call there by Carrick. It's a great shot by
Yeah,
Brad
good.
there.
Yeah, really good. This is an easy call for Team Bottcher, just to walk up and remove these two guards. Then the play will be primarily in the house from here, which I think benefits Team Bottcher at this point. Got this one going a little bit. No harm done.
Yeah. Great sweeping again. Hold that one.
You hear the octave change when the thrower is calling line. They know they might have done something to the rock then.
Yeah, corner freeze the top red. Okay. Want to rub off the bars? Okay. Yeah.
To me, this was the downside of the freeze call.
Right. Straight missing ours.
Well, it's not looking good. I mean, that yellow rock is easy to be removed. Just hit a top red one anywhere on the right-hand side as it was going toward the house. 14-8 on Brad's freeze there. Foot light, but great shot.
Tyler Tardy just attempting to tap that top red stone. This looks light.
It's going to be touching it. Bad.
Okay.
It's a good sweep.
Try to get rid of 3 rocks here.
Which is pretty likely.
Half rock. Okay.
So that's a final over there on sheet B. Looks like it's a Team Slaczynski win. They'll be headed to the semifinal, playing the loser of our game tomorrow. 10 a.m., right, Don?
10 a.m. and 3 is the final.
Picked him up right away.
Oh boy, a bit of a mistake there.
Overcurled by a fair margin. That's the first one we've seen from Mark in a while.
Yeah, he's been playing well.
Just got a little tight early and timeout called by Team Cooey. So they'll be happy with a force in this end. That puts them down 2 going into the last. And they'll need to get 3 to win, but they won't be disappointed with a force.
No, Kevin has seen them down 2 with quite a bit.
So how do they get that? What's the easiest way that they can make sure they only give up 1 point here?
You need an opponent's rock behind the tee line. You've got that. Put another guard up, but it's got to be really precise, or they're going to hit their top red one and get rid of your yellow. So you can't guard both, really.
Yeah. I'd either freeze or guard, I think.
And if you guard, it has to be quite tight to the rings.
Yeah, waste a shot here. Bottcher will peel it.
Yeah.
And then make a move on your skips first.
Yeah. Like we dead guard one more.
I like that. One more guard.
They'll
They'll
to
peel
catch
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Then we're kind of in trouble, hey?
Kevin Cooey's going to have to make 2 pistols is all there is to it.
Yeah. Is it dumb to play it this way? To catch it like this? I think we guard now.
It's likely too early to try something like that, so I think the guard's the play. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, you could lie 3, but chances of stealing with no guards, not very good.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
And that shot to lie 3 will likely be there on one of Kevin's.
Yes, it'll be
and it's better if it happens later in the end, because then you secure the force, basically. So.
And this is my old skipper Kevin's do the dance. We guard, they peel. We guard, they peel. And then you make your move.
No, it's good. Weight's good. Weight's good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Yeah, there's always some discussion on how long to do that or who's going to go first, but in this case, I don't see any way that Team Bottcher doesn't peel this, or at least run it into something. I think they'll probably try to clip a stone on the outside of the rings, but they're not going to leave this guard alone. There's no way.
You peel the guard. Worst case scenario is steal 1. Worst case scenario.
No, I don't have enough of it.
You seeing this?
Me too.
Yeah, this keeps the blank alive too. You make this shot.
Well, the blank is ideal if you're Team Bottcher right now, and even the 1 steal is pretty good for them. It'd be interesting to know what their thoughts are on would they rather be tied with the hammer or up 2 without.
I know Brendan likes the lead going into the last end.
He does, yeah.
Bottcher, I like the out turn actually.
Some teams don't like being 1 up without, but Brendan's not too concerned about it. But you got to make all your shots. 1 mistake and it's ball game.
And there might be some scar tissue with this particular opponent that Brendan has here, with having the lead in the last end. From a certain Brier final.
A little wide. Oh boy. All of a sudden. Steel 2's in play now.
Sorry, guys.
And that's just two missteps from Mark Kennedy in the same end. It's not often that that's the case. He apologizes to his mates, and
yeah, it's that we're like almost fighting. It's my first thought. I don't mind the guard either. Yeah, either or.
It's hard to get 2 Team Cooey stones buried right now. That's the only upside for Team Bottcher, but
probably the better
it's
shot.
Certainly advantage Cooey right now.
I'd love to put some pressure on him. We know it too. We've thrown this 50 times.
Yeah, if you can get one buried behind that red rock, just show a piece of that yellow rock.
Yeah, tapping it to frozen helps you quite a bit too.
Yeah, like same way I threw.
Pretty well kill the blank end.
Yeah.
I was a little soft too.
So tap it to a freeze and roll your shooter behind the guard.
Looks like math.
Kevin's got or Brendan's got a decision to make. Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
Definitely a little heavier, yeah.
2 basic zeros by your third against a really good team.
Yeah, that's trouble. That's
like this is close.
Never going to help you, but especially when they're leaving rocks around that benefit your opponent in such a case as this. Out of character.
Weight's good.
Just back 8.
Yep. Close. Weight's good. Yep.
Just back 8. A hair length.
Back 8. They got to go for weight then.
Back 4.
Lean. Yep.
Back 4. Back 8.
Hard.
Back 8.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Back 8. Whoa. Yep.
Got to curl a little bit.
Curl. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Straight. Great shot.
Very nice shot.
Looks to have a piece covered by that just off center guard.
That's a great shot.
Almost fully buried, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah, unless you have enough to make that fin double too deep.
I think you...
That's a good call to hit second.
Sit for second.
You hit and roll on that one and sit for second. I think they're, like I mentioned, they're okay with a 1 steal here. As long as it's not a 2 steal, I think they're fine. I think Team Bottcher's quite comfortable going into the last end with hammer tied.
Yeah, you can't peel the guard either because they'll put another one up and...
Yeah, it gets more dangerous there. So they play this in the house. I think
want you to be open
roll
here.
just a little bit over to the side 8 foot, and you might see a concession of a 1 steal in the end here from Team Bottcher.
Yeah, if you offer Brendan a steal of 1 right now, he would take it.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to roll back, so even... Yeah, but you'd rather him not clip the yellow when he rolls. Okay. Right there?
Big shot here. He's got to stay for second shot. Because if he doesn't, Kevin will wrap one around and all of a sudden you're facing 2 buried.
Clean, yep. Yep.
Pick him up right away.
Clean, yep.
Looks like they
A
like
little
it.
light, so they should get a little bit of a finish.
Clean, yep. Little light. Yes. Roll it.
Could have rolled a bit further, but not bad.
As long as they can access it, which I think they can.
Yeah.
It's really hard for Team Cooey to hide now. They throw the out-turn draw to sit 2. It's a 1 foot run back.
Yeah, I guess force. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to guard pretty
They
well.
have to, yeah. And then the out-turn draw is available for Team Bottcher to get their 1 point.
Hard to be too wide.
He doesn't have any of that currently. On the in-turn side, maybe a sliver. So guards the call.
You just can't leave him the chase, right? Yeah.
So they're guarding the left side of their stone that sits shot rock currently.
Same.
Big shot here. Don't want to make a mistake at this juncture.
Don't kill it.
Halfway tight.
Don't kill it.
Halfway tight.
Okay.
This is a fair bit of weight right now.
Line's good. Take. Line will be good. Take. Curl here.
Definitely a guard.
Curl.
15 and a half.
Hard. Go. Whoa. Great shot.
Yeah. Covers the hole and the chase.
Just outside middle. That's what we've been talking about. I like that ice spot. Yeah.
Yep.
Right on the button, bud.
So this is a big draw here for Brendan Bottcher. Put him up 2. If he misses, it's a tie game. You'll have the advantage, but it's always scary in the 5 rock rule.
Yeah, but that's close now. Very close now.
On here a little bit wider line too.
Wider line will be quicker. They're middle of 12, so they won't hit the slower part until very late in this rock's path. Plenty right now.
Little bit for line. Line only. Okay, line's good. I got back button, man. Where? Back button. Okay, line.
Weight should be there.
Hard line.
Coming down now. It's coming down now.
Hard line.
Coming down.
Hard line.
Coming down.
Keep going. Okay, good sweep.
Steal of 1.
Team Cooey ties the game at 5. 1 end to play. Team Bottcher has the hammer.
What a finish. What a finish.
1 more to go, Johnny. Buckle up.
Good throw. Good try, Bottcher.
Anyone can be scared to try something new.
But moving outside of your comfort zone
can open new possibilities.
And having the courage to change something
doesn't change who you are.
So why try something new?
To innovate, to create a legacy,
to make an impact.
You have to earn it.
And you better be ready to enjoy it.
Because you never know who else you might make an impact on.
What impact will you make?
Goldline, the choice of champions.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Well, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't going to come down to the last end. If I didn't think that it was going to come down to the last end. And here we are, tied in 10, 5-5. Team Bottcher has the hammer. Last end of the 1-2 page playoff game. Kark Martin makes the center guard perfectly on his first. See a come around. So I talked about the last end, whether comfort level being tied or up 2 without hammer. And I reached out to Renee Sonnenberg, who's the analytics lead for Curling Canada, and she's informed me that being tied with the hammer in men's play is 80% chance of winning, and being up 2 without the hammer is an 87% chance of winning. So Team Bottcher lost about 7% chance of winning by not making that last stone, but 80% still pretty good. So I imagine they're comfortable where they're at. But it's interesting when you look at the odds of winning based on the different situations. So thanks to Renee for promptly getting the answer to that question.
Good.
Top 4. Like to go a little.
One rep.
Weight's good.
T-line. T-line. Girl. It's not heavy here, guys. Hard for weight things. No. Great.
So great setup for both teams here. It's, as you look at the house, it's obviously advantage Team Bottcher right now, but those 2 center guards are going to come into play for Team Cooey later. That's why they put them there in a must-steal situation. Great execution by Kark Martin. And matched by Ben Hebert to put his 2 stones, top button to top 8.
Yeah, sometime in this end here, Team Cooey will be bouncing one of Team Bottcher's rocks to try to get it behind the button. Back 4. Freeze first, though.
This will come down. I didn't think. Weight's good. Close for line, Carl. Weight's good.
We're a little heavy.
Top 8. Top 8. Top 4.
Just we're heavy. Back.
Top 4.
You're not that heavy.
I don't think we're heavy.
Hard. No.
Great shot by Brad.
Yeah, really nice. Not right on top of it. A little bit of an angle at it so they can access it later, but here come the peels.
You're in.
Yeah.
7, 18, 28.
Girl.
Brett Gallant moving some granite.
Shooter. Good, Brett. Good.
Just gets the top one. That's Okay.
Got to make a decision. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, yeah. Or that. I like it.
So the option here for Team Coo is to throw another guard, delay things, or, as you heard Brad say, make the decision and come in the house.
A few more, same.
Come around back 4, something they can use later.
More for sure. T-line. I liked it. I liked it.
Go on to. We're still there.
Back 4, T.
Yeah, so,
T.
Wait's good. Alright, guys. You gotta go to the flyer now. Wait, perfect. Curl it, curl.
A little roll here.
So just over curled. Clip that. Sits in the wide open.
Not very good there.
No, that's not going to help them. They wanted that to be buried somewhere in the back 4 that they could freeze to later. Actually lined things up for the Reds and made the angles slightly better for Team Bottcher. So they'll try to peel this guard and bounce it off the previously thrown rock.
Hard line, you gotta go.
Hard!
You gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go.
Hard!
Hey, Brett. Fine.
So hit that one a little thick. Some peeling problems here for Team Bottcher in the last 2 ends.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves perhaps. It's a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw 2 very uncharacteristic misses from Mark Kennedy in the last end, and although Brett made both of those peels, they weren't ideal execution as to what was called. So 2 of the better throwers of peels in the game, with some missteps here late in the game.
Halfway. Up the curl a bit. Probably just half.
Maybe didn't quite curl enough, but in a pretty good spot.
It's just a single peel for now.
And there's not a whole lot of
just sliver more, Botch.
Extra that can happen here. So Mark Kennedy, single peel, center guard.
Prince first. Prince first. Peel. 4. Up 4 to 5.
Single peel made there.
Okay.
So,
guard, I like it.
Guard again. They don't want to bring the play into the house too early here. They need that guard up there so they can use it to steal. Obviously, within a tied game, there's no option.
So quick percentages. Clark Martin after 9 is 83.
Hair less, almost the same.
Brad is at 79.
Okay.
Connor's at 84. And Kevin's having a great game at 90.
Hard, Clark.
But your Team Bottcher's in a second here.
Hard, Clark.
So they really got to finish this one. Everything they had, and it didn't quite finish enough.
You ever like been on the yellow?
Makes the decision a little different than what Team Bottcher thought they would have, but if they can get rid of one of the yellows.
Yeah, I don't like leaving this, guys. But, you know, no, the one spot. You guys want to call time? Time out. Yeah.
Well, this rock is going to stay. If anything, it's going to come back to here.
Yeah. That's what Benny's saying.
And then he's going to roll them, try and get them both low. Neither of them will be in the 4 foot.
Yeah.
If we peel, what's he doing?
He's got to move it on his first one. He's got to nose this. Yeah, it's not great.
So we're blasting 2 of them away.
Yeah. That looks tough. The only other shot, you can get through the hole and nose that one, but it could go poorly.
Oh, I don't mind the peel either.
I really, Like this would be a complete guess where to put this broom.
Okay, so peel or the nut it.
So you hear the two options there from Team Bottcher. They peel it, then they're wondering what Team Cooey does. They would have to address shot stone and second shot stone there. And the other option is to throw the peel weight on that center line yellow as it sits there and plant it on the other yellow. That's removing the other way in.
Spin it.
What do you like, Don?
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, if you plant it, it's pretty good. I don't like the peel because that guard really isn't in play.
No, it's not. And if it ever is in play, the best they can do is be side 4 foot. So leaving Team Bottcher the whole 4 foot. I like the plant play myself as well. Yeah, and that's what they've gone with.
And we're just throwing peel.
I'm with you, though. I think we're trying to get it to there.
So let's change those rocks around a little bit.
Yeah, a thick third, I think, gives them the result they're looking for.
So Bottcher's team, Ben is at 91, Brett's at 89, Mark Kennedy is at 86, and Brendan's at 82.
So Team Bottcher's outplaying them at every position except for skip.
Yeah, that's the most important spot, but
that's why it's tie game. Albeit Team Bottcher has the lead in way of hammer.
Whoa.
Great shot.
That's a really good result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we can blast those later on if he wants, but so now they're on their timeout. And what did I say? Team Cooey had lots of time earlier, and now they're down to a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's funny how the time just disappears in these last more complicated ends.
That's going to be too hard to get out. Double and roll might be the shot.
Like we double and roll, or double these, even if... I like it.
You don't kill that like a ton.
You could play it quiet and tap the red one that's on the button to back 4. It's an option.
That'd give you something to
for
freeze to later.
But then he might be able to double them, right?
That guard just isn't really good enough.
No.
And if that's what you're coming behind, that's the struggle right now. They can easily get rid of the reds and no problem, but where are you going to hide after Team Bottcher goes up and makes the double back?
We just roll here.
No, I'm just thinking we just play the roll with like that weight to kill this. And then if that squirts here, that's in front, at least we can plant it. Control, yeah. Heavy control even.
So there's a myriad of options that could come out of this yet.
So I think they're trying to roll the shooter closer to that guard, if not fully buried behind it, and at the same time moving the middle redstone somewhere over the side 4 foot.
Yeah.
That they can use later.
The good news for Team Bottcher is the ice is really good for drawing. So if Brendan has to have a 4 foot draw, the ice is really good. And a shout out to the ice makers for keeping the ice great for 10 ends.
Little up. Normal.
Whoa.
Normal.
Yep.
Normal.
Yes. Whoa. Yep.
Gotta be close. Not bad.
So shooter rolls dead buried, which is a really good result there. And it looks like at worst, Team Bottcher will have a draw to the 4 foot.
Yeah, that doesn't look super easy, but it's definitely probably the best shot.
So chase the buried stone and roll somewhere into the 4 foot, closer to that other yellow.
Okay. Unless this is your shot like you talked about.
He might just tap it. He taps it or off.
Okay. Hack?
Yeah.
So hack waits the call. Hit the buried stone, or the mostly buried stone, and roll
like this?
Closer to the other yellow in the side 4 foot.
Yeah, then Kevin's got a decision to make. Depends on where it ends up. He could go around his one top full 8 to back 4, make Kevin draw the button, or a hit and roll.
Ideally, where you want to leave your shooter here is in a spot where he can't draw behind the guard and be shot. Has to address your shot style.
Fire down. Yep. Hard. Clean.
We're holding it pretty good. It's not curling.
Clean. Curl.
It's hard to get a rock to curl late in the game.
Curl. Shooter over there.
Very nice.
And that's about
Very
perfect
nice.
right there. They have to address that stone. They can't just draw to the spot they need to get to. He has to make a perfect hit and roll, dead buried, and even if he does, Team Bottcher will still have most of the 4 foot. So great execution there. Kevin Cooey made a really good roll in his first one. I expect this will be close too. We'll throw a nice control weight that can be influenced by the big guys on the front end.
Yeah, you want to have this as much of the 4 foot as you can. Probably leave quarter open to make Brendan make a decision. Do I play the same shot or do I draw just straight 4 foot?
That's the unfortunate part. He just threw it.
Yeah. Kevin Cooey needing the roll here. He made it last night against Team Jakes. Should be pretty straight here.
Curling now.
Straight.
Pretty good. Spot.
Fully under.
Yeah, so draw to the 4 foot.
Full 4 foot wins the game for Team Bottcher and sends them to the final. No hesitation. Broom goes down. He's likely had this in his mind all end, that this out turn is going to be available for him. He's going to be able to draw the 4 foot.
So we'll get a time on this one. We're probably looking for 14.5 to 14.9, somewhere in there. They're talking weight now.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good, guys. You like that, boss? Yeah.
And as much as Brendan knew he'd have to throw this, so did the 2 guys on the front end. So the information, they'd have been thinking about it. They'd have a good answer for him.
Yeah, this is, as soon as Brendan lets it go, it's all the sweepers. Brendan will have no input whatsoever, only for line. I don't think he's light. Give it a good extension.
Line's good.
Guys are down early. Brendan Bottcher for a trip to the final.
Sliding good. It should be quick out here. You got to be careful.
Gotta curl a bit.
Line is perfect. Line is perfect. Weight is perfect.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
And Team Bottcher wins.
What a shot.
The 1-2 game. They are on to the final tomorrow at 3 p.m. Excellent curling game. Excellent finish.
And we said 14.5 to 14.9, 14.63.
So the undefeated streak continues in this event. Team Bottcher's going to the final. Team Cooey plays Team Slichinski tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here on the Curling Alberta stream. I'm Jeff Hoffer. This is Don Bartlett. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's the release. Get on the swingy spot.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.